Welcome back to this week's episode of The Lost Art of Home Videos, where I'm going to show you guys how I take all the footage that I captured on this camcorder, get it onto my computer and into our personal family home video archive. I do the same exact process if I'm editing on my camcorder, on my GoPro, on my Pocket Osmo. So now we're going to open up my video editor. I personally use Adobe Premiere just because it's what I've always used, but you can use any kind of editor you want. I'm going to do this whole process in literally less than 2 minutes. You could use CapCut, you could use iMovie. So now we're going to go and import all of our clips. And I'm going to be dragging them onto my timeline. My timeline is what Adobe Premiere calls essentially the area where you work on all of your clips and assemble your video. I'm going to drop them all into my timeline like this. And I need to select my start point and my end point. And to do that, you're going to press I on your keyboard, which stands for in. And then you're going to press O at the very end of these clips. And that stands for out. And your in and out points are your start and end inside Premiere. Again, I'm not even gonna watch them because I'm gonna sit down and watch this with my family later. So I'm just scrubbing through to make sure everything is all set and this all looks great. So now what we're gonna do is go up to File, Export, Media, and now we're gonna hit Export. I personally like to have my videos on my physical hard drives, and I like to upload them to a personal YouTube channel. I've talked about this at great length in the previous videos, so make sure you go back and watch those. But we're just gonna go select files. We're gonna grab our clip right here. Already the title is grabbing from our file name, which is great. I'm gonna add it to a playlist I have called 2026 Home Videos. I'm gonna hit no, it's not made for kids, so it's not gonna recommend it within the YouTube Kids app. We can skip video elements, we can skip checks. The most important thing is going to our visibility settings and making sure that it's set to unlisted. This is just gonna ensure that nobody who is just browsing the YouTube algorithm is gonna randomly stumble across our personal family home videos. The only way they would be able to see these is if you actually sent them the exact link. I've talked about in our previous videos how I share those links with my friends and family, but boom, that's it. If you have any questions about any step of this process, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below and make sure you follow along for part 9.